Hello everyone, this is Admiral Playerovski, bringing you Atlantic Fleet. The Battle of the Atlantic continued as Britain. Right, we're in week 0.5 of March 1940. We have lost 3 squares on the tonnage war, and I'm thinking about putting some ships up here because I am losing convoys up here, even though theoretically there are no convoys up here. Do I have any ships in port? Got the Acheron in port, and I believe we have a ship in port here as well, the Exeter. Right, how many slots do I have free then? 24. So I could, in theory, I want to save 2 slots, so that means I can get another 4 ships then, for a total of 28. How many slots are there up here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ironically enough, there are just 4 up here. I think what I'll do then is I will... But what do I want to do? Do I want to do only a couple but well, or all of them but not very well? Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just do a couple of them but do them really well. So I don't usually put ships in here, but seeing as we are losing convoys up here, or maybe even get corvettes. Oh, but they're not available. Alright. If we wait 1 more month though, they will be available. I am tempted to get a corvette because they're cheap to replace, and they do provide some protection. I'll try and use destroyers for now though. Sorry if it's taking a bit long to get started. Right, I might as well move on to the B class now. So we'll get the Kiev, we'll get the Basilisk. I don't know how to pronounce any of these. We'll get the yeah, Beagle and Blanche as well. Right, we have spent a lot of renown, but if I now move these in here, then we should be good to go. I might even move the we can't move the Thetis anymore. No, I was going to say we'll move the Thetis along into here as well. Right, but anyway, let's actually get something going. And my, would you look at that? On the North American North Seaboard in week 0.5 of March 1940 in sunny weather, the battleship Warspite with medium damage and the destroyer Vanessa with no damage have come under attack at night from the light cruisers Köln and Königsberg. The German light cruisers have the initiative. So this won't really be a contest. It'll very much just be target practice for the Warspite. But nevertheless, it will be nice to see the Warspite out. We don't see a lot, so yeah. It'll be nice to see that she's here, and you know, she is certainly not to be messed with. Right, Destroy can sit this one out then. We'll go flank, we'll go hardest starboard to try and get a broadside in immediately. Look at her in the light of the star shoulder, she looks really nice. Let's move you along. Right, who should we target first? 18,000, and we've got 16,000 over here. Right, we'll go for the Königsberg first then. Suggested elevation of 14.8. Let's do 14.8. fine. 49 is close enough. Do I need to do a correction for the wind? I'm going to just sort of say maybe yes. Right. Open fire. Shoot! So that was long, and as it turns out a correction is necessary. I figured. The wind's always deceptive like that, unless it's like an absolute perfectly in your face or away from you. You will need to adjust the guns. I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to achieve here. There's no way that a light cruiser, or even two light cruisers, could sink a battleship. Not with gunfire, anyway. I mean, sure, they're you know, pelting us with small shells, but realistically, it's not going to be enough, or at least not at this stage of the engagement. If you ask me this question after the Warspite has suffered huge damage and is basically on the verge of sinking, then yes, 5.9-inch shell fire from the Königsberg or the Koln could be enough to send her under, but at this stage it's just not enough. It's just not enough. We will drop the elevation considerably. 12.8. Shoot! Right, that's a very nice hit on the superstructure. I'm guessing the Königsberg will want to turn away. Right, well, the Koln isn't turning away because, well, I'm damaged. The shell falls short. Königsberg? Yep, exactly. Yeah. Very predictable. But, yeah, that's what we wind up with. Well, let's move the Warspites along. We were still a little bit long, weren't we? So I will drop it down just a bit. I'll go 12.5 this time. We can put the guns where? I'll do a tiny move here. Shoot! And even that wasn't enough. The adjustment for the wind was good, but the elevation was still a little bit too much. Right, I am a little bit wary of the Koln because I do think they could be sneakily trying to scurry in for a torpedo run. Naturally, I don't like that because, well, torpedoes are actually weapons that can sink or beautifully lit up Warspite. So that is something to consider. Right, I'm going to drop the elevation further. This time I'll go down to 12 degrees. Let's put the... I'll actually go the other way this time. The wind is slightly going from right to left now, so I'll go about here for the correction. Shoot! Yes, go on! That's good. That's really good. Yep, that's probably got them now. They will not be getting away anytime soon. My Koln flies away. Oh, 3 out of 3. Pretty good. Königsberg decides to open up. Or reopen, I guess. Right, oh, they're at 3 knots. That's why they decided to open up again. Right, 12 degrees was a really good one. Maybe increase it a little bit, perhaps? I'll go up to 12.2 maybe this time. We'll do the same adjustment as last time. Shoot! Go on! And that's enough! The Königsberg is sinking now. Good. Vanessa can carry on. Just get away overall. Don't be a tempting target for the well, for the remaining light cruiser, the Colm. Right, it's just one ship now. Oh, they're close. Oh, they're close. 11,000 yards away. That is close. Let's have a look. Can we use? Not really. No. No, probably not. Let's aim to go 8. What's the difference between 1 and 2? 1 and 2 is about 2 degrees. I'll go maybe 9 or so. Let's try about 9.2 maybe. Right. And now it's blown from left to right. Mind you, we did do a slight turn. That's probably what sort of threw the wind off there. Shoot! How are we looking? Looking long. Actually short. How far away is the Colm from the Vanessa? So, yeah, not that close. We'll still try and run away, obviously. We don't want to be a temptation. Star shell again? It is a star shell. That's fine. We're not particularly scared of those. Alright, 9.2 was... They're saying... See, this is confusing. It was short, clearly. They're saying it was long. And apparently that was long on here as well, but it wasn't. It hit the bow. But I will still decrease the elevation, because they have come forward quite a bit. So I'll go 8.9 this time. Let's adjust for the wind around about here. Shoot! Well, there you go. The front turret has been destroyed, and I'm guessing many other things as well. And as a result, they're trying to run away. Unfortunately, it's a bit too late for that now. It's a little bit too late to try and run away. You're much too close. There is just no way you'll be able to disengage in time. Mostly because it'll take you a long time to get back out to 25,000 anyway, as it is. I won't adjust for the wind this time. Shoot! Well, that was another, what, 5 hits, I'm going to assume? I'm going to assume that was 5 hits. Just continue on as you are, really. There's no need for you to do anything. Firing? Yep. They've realised that there's nothing they can do. A few hits on the stern. Ooh, hello! Propulsion heavy damage, steering light damage. That's interesting. That is interesting. They have actually damaged us somewhat. I mean, that's fine. I'm not particularly concerned about that. Mostly because we'll get it fixed quite quickly, I think. Shoot. Nice. I wasn't particularly pleased with those hits. We did send quite a few shells over the target, but it was enough to sink the Colm. Right. Good job, Warspite. Good job. Let's press on. Action report. On the British side, the battleship Warspite ends with medium damage, the destroyer Vanessa ends with no damage. On the German side, the light cruisers Colm and Königsberg were sunk for 7,700 tons each. Nothing sunk in either category on the British side, 15,400 warship tons sunk on the German side, 0 merchant ship tons sunk on the German side. So pretty good total, 15,400 renown. Oh, hello. I was going to say, we've seen the Warspite in action, but we haven't seen the Renown in action for quite some time. Well, it seems the game is able to read my thoughts. In the West, North Atlantic or Northwest Atlantic, in cloudy weather in week 0.5 of March 1940, the battlecruiser Renown with light damage, the destroyer Valentine with no damage, and the convoy they're escorting of merchant ship, large freighters, C2 freighters and C3 freighters have come under attack in the morning from the submarine U-70. The U-70 has the initiative. Really, point blank range. Oh, but not on the Renown, and it seems not on the freighter. Right, Renown, you need to get yourself out of here, like right now, immediately. I would try and shoot at the submarine with the guns, but it'll break the game if I try to do that, so I'm going to hold my fire. Even though a shell anywhere near a submarine like that would sink it instantly, but the game limits my, you know, creativity, my tactical battle creativity, shall we say. Because you would like in real life, there'd be nothing stopping you from saying, right, well we'll try and fire away anyway, and just try and get something. Because you never know, you might hit them. Like if you fire at them, you may or may not hit them. If you don't fire at them, you won't hit them, and will continue to do what they well, whatever they want. Maybe turn a little bit, just so that we dodge one of them, perhaps. Yeah, that's not a problem. Fine, the rest of you just go harder port. Here we go. Yeah, I couldn't really do anything to avoid that one, unfortunately. Oh, they've got one more as well. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, wow. Well, that's obviously really bad. Although, come to think of it, I should have... Well, I did see that there were only 3 torpedoes, but... just a little bit all over the place. So, it just sort of... I noticed it, but didn't acknowledge it, if that makes sense. Right, seeing as there are no torpedoes in the actual line... It's not just from the outside into the line of freighters. We do need to be even more careful than before. Right, you will actually go backwards this time and harder port. Yep, that should be fine. You've been hit, haven't you? I can tell you've been hit because you're listing. Backwards and harder port. There was a part of me that was tempted to say, do you know what, we'll just use this as a shield for the others, but that's not really a good mindset to have. I'm not going to be sacrificing merchant ships just, you know, because it might be a bit easier that way. That's fine. You can go 15 degrees to port. There we go. Right, how are you doing? Yeah, harder port. Good, no hits. Well, holding my breath there. Possible hits. But no, that's not what happened. No hits at all. Right, I do see a torpedo heading towards the Renown here. So we'll do a 10-degree turn to starboard just to make sure we definitely avoid it. That's fine. Right. What I'm going to do is actually open fire on the submarine now. Or should we not bother? No, let's not bother on second thoughts. let's not bother. Right. Make sure we don't actually hit anything, or rather don't run into anything now. How are you doing? Yeah, you dodged the torpedo, so you can go flank hard port. How are you doing? You didn't dodge one of the torpedoes, but you did dodge the other one, and that's a really good thing. You can just move forward. Yep, you can move forward as well. There's the... oh, hang on. We might get one up the backside with that one, actually. There's the one moment I slightly don't pay attention, and that's what happens. Well, I hope we don't get hit by anything either way. Where is it? There it is. Yep. The one ship I didn't quite pay attention to, and it's the one that got hit. Ah, that's always how it is, isn't it? Right. I'm not sure we can do much to avoid that now. 5, 6. We still need to do one more getting closer run. Now we can turn and fire though on the next turn. Right, this time, bit of useful advice. Pay attention to all the ships. I mean, it's probably not much use now because it got hit, but you know, regardless, it's, you know, lesson learnt, I guess, for the time being at least. Right. Oh, this is the one that's in big trouble. There's not much I can do. I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 degrees to port. It's getting hit, but this time it's not because of my negligence, it's because there's nothing you can do. I mean, it almost hit it immediately, so... yeah. Propulsion and steering with heavy damage. That's what carelessness does. Mind you, it's not the worst that carelessness can do. It's just an example of what it can do. Well, I would say they're pretty much the relative low end, because we didn't lose the freighter, and it's not critically damaged. Yeah, I mean, that was... I couldn't do anything about that. That was just too close to the what's it called? Well, to the lost my train of thought, sorry. The freighter was just too close to the submarine at the start, and you know, one hit in itself to survive that, it was pretty good. But now we got hit again, and it's just not really a good time if that happens. So let's just check the damage. So propulsion and steering with heavy damage, and the freighter is sinking. But we're not firing torpedoes at the freighter. Obviously, we're here to protect freighters. What we will do, however, is fire a torpedo at the submarine that dares to sink my freighters. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to say we can move all. Yeah, that's fine. Bye. Bye-bye. Right, that'll be it. Action report. On the British side, the battlecruiser Renown ends with light damage. The destroyer Valentine ends with no damage. One merchant ship C3 freighter was sunk for 8,000 tons. One merchant ship C3 freighter received light damage. The rest of the merchant ship, large freighters, C2 freighters and C3 freighters received no damage whatsoever. On the German side, the submarine U-70 was sunk for 800 tons. Warship tons sunk on the British side 0. Merchant ship tons sunk on the British side 8,000. Warship tons sunk on the German side 800. Merchant ship tons sunk on the German side 0. 800 renown earned. Right, I'll move the Thetis across to here. And we have got the Acheron destroyer that's popped out. Right, let's move you back to the western approaches. And yeah, I think I'll wrap it up here. It's been about 25 minutes, I think. So, before we do, I'll just check this. It's week 1 of March 1940. 8 naval vessels sunk for Britain, 40 naval vessels sunk for Germany. 84,000 tons is being sunk per month. 3 squares lost on the tonnage wall, so I guess we've held that. Can we still fit all the ships that were lost? Nope. Oh, maybe we can. Oh, just about, just about. These are all the ships that Germany has lost in this campaign so far. These are all the ships that Britain has lost in this campaign so far. We can just about fit all the losses that Germany has suffered in one sort of picture. We do have to scroll down past the flags though, so yeah. But anyway, that is all from Admiral Playerovski for this video. If you enjoy the content I put out, if you're enjoying this series, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.